Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a metallic makeup tutorial using the shades Antique and Embark that are in the Burgundy x 9 MAC palette. Also, I wanted to use for my lips, this is a new one by Milani. This is the More Metallic Lip Cream in the shade Materialistic. Let's get started. First, make sure you prime your eyes. I'm going to go ahead and use the Fergie Wet n Wild Take on the Day eyeshadow primer, and I'm gonna just do a little bit on both eyes. And also make sure you set your, I like to set my eyelids with something because it makes for the blending is a lot better when you do that. And I'm gonna use this top shade to just set my, it's closest to my skin tone, so I'm gonna use this shade. It's Poppy Seed by MAC in the Burgundy x 9 palette. I'm gonna use that shade to just kind of set my eyelids, and just a very little bit, not a lot, and just kind of set all the way up. When you get ready to blend, it makes the blending a whole lot better. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a brush like this. It's like a blending brush, but it's kind of like a medium size. It's a fluffy brush, so it's, you know, it's not too big like a fluffy blending brush, but just enough to kind of get in that corner. And I want to start with the shade Embark. That's the middle shade in the Burgundy x 9. Get some on there. And I just want to kind of start on my outer V and go in just a little bit. And we're going to do that on the other side. I want to kind of set a guide before I started my lid shade because I don't want to go too high, because I do have hooded eyelids and I don't like my looks to be looking too high. So once we get that on, and the shade Embark in your outer corner on both sides, we're gonna go in with kind of like a smaller style brush. This is a small eyeshadow brush, and this one is the eye shading brush E55 by Sigma. And now I'm gonna go into the shade Antique. I picked that shade because it's pretty much the same color as the Milani lipstick, liquid lipstick, so I thought that'd be pretty. And we're gonna start just putting that on the lid. Don't go past that brown or whatever you, however you set your outer boundary to be, so you won't take your lid shade too high. Then we're gonna blend it out too, so it'll look really nice. So, and then we're gonna do this on this other side. And I like to just start with a little and just kind of build it up. Remember that we set that little boundary right there, so we won't go too high. Now I'm gonna just go back on the other side with Antique and just pat it. Make sure it's on because I want the eyeshadow to really pop. Okay, with that brush we used earlier with Embark, I want to go back to that brush, and we're gonna kind of deepen our outer V, and also turn the brush up a little bit and kind of blend upwards. So we just added a little bit more embark and then we blending up. Same thing on the other eye. Add some embark on the outer V and then turn the brush to the side and blend it up. Make sure everything is blended out. Now with that fluffy brush we used earlier to set our eyelids, this is a Sigma brush as well. This is the large fluff E50, and I'm gonna take it and just blend out my. It's fluffy, so you can blend out the tops of the look. All right. With that smaller brush here, I want to go into antique, but I'm gonna dip it just like on the tip, and I want to kind of run it under my eye, just to add a little something to the bottom. And then with that large fluffy brush, just kind of blend it out. We're done with that. I'm gonna do a little bit of tight lining to my eyes. This is the Smashbox Limitless black eye pencil in Onyx. And then for highlight, I just want to use one shade out of the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette because this shade is very pretty. I want to use Bananas. And we can take the other side of that blend, the brush that we just used to blend, take the other side and dip it into Rich and Creamy Spread the Love. What is this? This is the shade Bananas, I'm sorry. The gold shade Bananas. Just a little bit on the tip. And I'm going to put it right up at the top. It's a pretty highlight shade. And also, we'll take a little bit in my inner corners. Alright, now I'm going to line my top lash line. I just like to do a thin line. And on the other side, I start kind of like in the middle and go out. And then I come back in. Just a thin line. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and prime my lashes. This is a Wet n Wild lash primer. My foundation is done. I did a little bit of contour. For my blush, I want to use MAC Raisin, and this is a very pigmented blush, so I recommend you use like a dual fiber brush if you use it, or go very light-handed because it's very pigmented. And I'm gonna put that on the tops of my cheeks, work it up to the tops, and then on the apples. So. And for highlight, get a dual fiber brush. For highlight, I'm gonna use Bananas again. This is a gorgeous highlight. For those who had a peanut butter and jelly palette, that banana shade is gorgeous as a highlight. Ooh. Just gorgeous. And you only really need a little bit to dab a little down my nose. And then whatever left on the brush, I like to come just around my face just to give it a glow. I'm gonna coat my lashes with Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. On the other side. The bottom. Coat them how you like it. If you want to add lashes, add lashes. And then for the lips, I want to use the Milani liquid lipstick. It's in the shade Materialistic, and it's part of the Amore Metallics limited edition collection that they have. You can find. I found mine at CVS. And I think I'll start outlining the lips first, and then fill it in. This is a gorgeous shade. And I think the eyes go good with it. Antiqued on the lid, embark on the outer V and a little bit into the crease. Bananas as a highlight, inner corner, top on the brow bone, and as a cheek highlight, raisin on the cheek, and this liquid lip on the lip. That's the look. I think it's pretty. Thank you for watching. Bye.